Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. I'm going to go over the espresso shot on this Keurig K-Cafe. I've done a detailed unboxing and kind of review on this Keurig K-Cafe. I really like it. Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. I'm going to show you the espresso shot using these different K-Pods on this Keurig K-Cafe. I've done a detailed review on this K-Cafe. We really like it. It's got a milk frother, and that works really well. But today I'm going to show you these different K-Cups. So espresso's K-Cups are kind of hard to find, and I've been using coffee K-Cups. So this is ground coffee. You can get an espresso shot out of these coffee K-Cups. What the machine does is when you do a latte or a cappuccino, it only lets you do a shot, which is just a small amount of water, hot water coming through here to give you a really bold espresso shot. They do sell some espresso K-Cups. You know, these are expensive. These are over $1 a piece. But I've got some cheaper ones here. This is just a French roast, dark roast K-Cup for coffee. And here's a donut shop, medium roast coffee K-Cup. Like I said, you can get an espresso shot out of here. I'm going to show you how much comes out and some differences. Maybe you want to do a coffee strong for your shot. I'll show you how much liquid. So let's just start off with how much liquid comes out. We've got to activate it. I'm not going to put any K-Cup in. To get a shot, you got to do the latte and cappuccino side. So now this shot light is lit, and we're going to hit that button. And I'll show you how much liquid comes out. So when you do the shot side, the liquid comes out kind of slowly at first, and then you'll get a sudden burst at the end. See, you think it's stopped, but it hasn't. You're going to get another burst of water through the K-Cup here. There's that last burst. So that's how much liquid you get through the K-Cup on the espresso side, on the shot side. So say you wanted to get a little bit more hot water through that K-Cup. Maybe you could extract a little more coffee, a little more caffeine out of that K-Cup. So let's do the coffee side. Let's do 6 ounce. Let's do strong and 6 ounce. And we got to hit the button. I'm going to show you how much water that actually is. Okay, so this is the strong coffee side 6 ounce. Like I said, you could use this as a shot also, keeping that same K-Cup in there. You'll get a little more water that runs through it. Okay, so the 6 ounce coffee is quite a bit more water. So it is going to be a little more watered down, running that amount of water through that K-Cup. Whereas that's kind of like your typical espresso shot. But my daughter, she likes to she'll use 2 K-Cups to get her 2 shots. Okay, so now let's try some of these K-Cups for an espresso shot. Like I said, this one says it's an espresso blend. We're going to put it in. To get the espresso shot, to get that smaller amount, you got to hit the latte button side. And then it activates the shot button, and you just press this. And then we're going to get an espresso shot out. So remember, you get a little bit out at first, and then you may think it's stopped, but you're going to get some more out at the end. So see, you get a little bit, it stops, but there's a little bit more to go. So there you go. That looks like a really rich, dark espresso shot. Okay, so we're going to take out this K-Cup. I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to cut each one of these K-Cups open just so you kind of see what's going on inside. Next, let's do the Starbucks French roast. Like I said, now this is a ground coffee K-Cup. We're going to put it in. We want a shot, so we're going to hit the latte side. And that, like I said, that light is lit. We're going to hit the center button. And it's going to do the same thing through that coffee K-Cup. So you get a little bit out at first, it's going to stop, and then you'll get a bunch more out. Okay, so that's the first one, and this is the second one. You get the same amount of espresso shot out. They both, to me, taste about the same. There might be just a little bit difference, but these are just really strong since you don't get much water going through it. Okay, we're going to take this cup out. We're going to put it on a plate. Now, this is a pretty generic K-Cup. Here's what it looks like. We're going to put it in. We're going to hit the latte button and hit the shot button. Then we're going to see what it looks like. This is that generic French roast. So now we have three. This is the generic French roast. And it tastes pretty good too. It's just a really strong espresso. So we're going to take its cup out. We're going to place it right here. Now let's do the donut shop one. Donut shops have been real popular. This is a coffee. This is the medium. Their dark roast is the most popular. So let's put the medium roast in. Get our cup. Hit the latte button. Then we're going to watch it come out. Okay, so there's the donut shop one. Now we've got all four espresso shots. They look about the same. They taste really strong. They all have their kind of individual tastes. Here's a view from the top. Now we're going to get the donut shop one out. We're going to put it on a plate. Like I said, I'm going to cut those open and I'm going to show you inside each one. Okay, so I've got this one cut open. This is what it looks like in the back. The Starbucks one's the most intricate. It's got this extra piece of plastic that they use. That's what it looks like. This is the generic one. It's got a nice filter basket. And the donut shop one. And I'm going to cut the tops off. So just a reminder, if you're not familiar, so the Keurigs, they poke a hole in the top. That's where they shoot the hot steam in. And then they poke a hole in the bottom, and that's where it comes out. Okay, so here you have the actual coffee grounds. This is the actual espresso pod. You know, the grounds look pretty good. I've always been impressed. The Starbucks just seems like it has a little bit more coffee grounds in it. And it looks like they're the same consistency as even the espresso pod. Now the generic pod, you could tell its coffee grounds, it didn't have as many coffee grounds in it. They were kind of clumpy at first, and they're not as dark. Now the coffee shop, they've probably got the biggest grounds I've seen, but they're not super big. They all pretty much have the same filter, but the generic does look a little different. So there you have it. There's the different coffee grounds, what's inside a K-Cup. Okay, so one last thing here. Let's say you wanted a little bit more water run through your K-Cup, more than the shot would produce. So let's put a K-Cup in. So instead of hitting the latte button, let's do the coffee strong 6 ounce. Now we're going to get a lot more liquid through the K-Cup, but if you wanted, you know, that might taste a little better to you at first. So keep in mind, that's not going to be a very strong espresso shot. Those are really strong. That's your rich kind of coffee espresso flavor. So again, this is just a dad. If you could, please check out my other videos. I'm starting to do quite a bit of videos on this K-Cafe. I've got some where I use almond milk and whole milk to do a latte and a cappuccino. And then I've also got the detailed review and unboxing. I'm also going to do how to add a water filter. I'm also going to do how to clean it and when to use the rinsing pods. So I hope you liked this video. Please leave your comments below, and I could do some other videos on some things you might like. If you could, please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.